Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream. Going to be playing some Scout Mechanic today. How is everyone doing? Let's see some bananas in chat so I can tell when I'm live. And yeah, doing a bonus stream this morning. Since I was going to be doing this anyway, I thought why don't we stream it. Let's go into our world, it's called Go-Karts. Bananas in chat, thank you Delta Force, appreciate it. And everyone else as well. Lots of bananas in chat. So guess what we're going to be building? A go-kart track. Someone says how long do restarts take? About 30 to 20 seconds, but I'm assuming you can't hear me at the moment. Oh, where's my vehicle? It's over there. So this is based on a video I saw on YouTube that Red Nomster shared with me. And it's really simple really. Rather than making some crazy big extravagant machine, just make something small, a simple go-kart, and apparently it faces that way by default, which is something I didn't really think about. And this is it right here. It's actually like alright to control. It's strangely enough easier to steer in reverse than it is when you're going forward, which is really strange. Canuck in Texas says, can you play Hermitcraft? We're playing Scrap Mechanic today. And Defrosted DJ says, are you playing with mods? No, I haven't really experimented too much with the mods, and because this is a multiplayer project, we're gonna keep it unmodded, so we know that it will work. So the idea is to create a sort of like a course to go around, and that we'll ride around them with like a bunch of simple little go-karts. Now, this is the first like big thing that I've made, and I've realised that if you get stuck here and don't go over the ramp, that it's kind of works in your favour because you end up further along the track. So, Andrew Manly Man says, you're building a banana? No, we're building a go-course track. Go-kart track. Yeah, so what I've got to do first of all is rebuild this section because you need to go through, and then the ramp needs to be after. So when you come back this way, if you fail, you're going to land in the bit of track that you need to go back around again, right? Does that make sense? Otherwise, it's a shortcut. Kildor says, I just came from bed and the pre-stream was running. That's cool, Dirtface. Awesome. Well, you got here in time then, because we just got it started. By the way, the pre-stream song today was Septic Flesh Finale. That is a little song that we were talking about in yesterday's stream. From like an obscure band on one of their obscure like EP records that you can't get hold of anymore. And it's just a wonderful song, I think. Right, anyway, so we're going to make our ramp over here. But then, in fact, let's get rid of this wall as well. And by the way, everything you've seen so far has taken me quite a few hours. It's surprisingly slow to build, it feels like. And there's not a lot of detail. The things that take a lot of time are the walls. Now, I've got a very nice curve going on over here. I mean, that looks good, doesn't it? Right? But then this one over here looks a bit awkward, so give and take, really. Venant says, X, you're such a music hipster. Do you have a beard? I do have a beard. I'm not a music hipster. Before there were even hipsters, I was listening to all sorts of music. I like music. I give anything a try, and there's loads of great stuff to be found. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that term hipster. I just don't. I don't like labeling people and then that having a negative connotation as well. Wait, did I just what did I just do? I just removed that wall. Let's put that back. The wall that we want is going to be over here, so we can section this off. And Andrew Manly Man says that curve is nice. Thank you, I'm glad you like it. I think it's a little bit odd, but I guess it's not terrible, is it? It at least looks like a curve of sorts. So over here is where we're going to have... Why did I start placing all of this in? This has got to go. This is where we're going to have our ramp. And before I had a pretty good gradient going. So what was it? 2, 5, 7, 9, 10. Something like 10 blocks in. So we'll try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think around there. See, with these walls you can count 2 at a time, which is cool. 2561 says, what's your opinion on Fort Minor? What is Fort Minor? I've not heard of Fort Minor. Is that a game or an event? Something that's happened? Right, that appears to be correct. X, are these blocks in the game, says the War Warrior. Yes, you're not looking at a mod right now. We're using the vanilla game as it is. Okay, now the middle. Where is the middle? I think that's the middle. I'm just going to guess it. Yeah, it looks about right. Oh, is that actually on the bearing? Let's make sure it's on the bearing. Okay, yep. And then we need a controller, which we'll put just up here. Fort Minor is a band, apparently. Okay. And Red Nomster says Mike Shinoda. I know Mike Shinoda. He was in Linkin Park, wasn't he? Is Fort Minor his band? If it is, I'll probably check him out. I think this needs to be 10, is what I set it to, or 11. Let's try 11. Or maybe I don't remember at all. No, a little bit more than that. Let's try 14. Oh, maybe just 15. Well, I remember going up in an increment of 1, so maybe it was actually 16. There we go. That brings it over the top just a little bit. Right, but can I now place... I can place blocks here. That's very good. And there we go. So that's... Once we come around this way, we're going to hop back over this way. And there we go. Other people are saying that Mike Shinoda is Fort Minor. Cool. I have to check that out. Mike Shinoda was the rapping one, right? Pretty sure was the one who rapped. There we go. So now we need a wall on this spot. And then that's going to be our landing pad. Corey says it's too late, X. How is it too late for what? What are we late for here? You'll have to tell me what you're talking about sometimes. Is that jump possible, says Fidoki. It is. It is. I've done it several times. You need to get a good build up to it. So behind, like this little circle right here is going to be a bit of an illusion, I guess. You could possibly take the short way around and then go over, but no, you'll end up here. So you need to take a longer route, and you need to go further out this way, and then you need to build up a little bit of steam and hit it straight on, and bam, go all the way. Joe, I could have made that myself then. Let's try it again. Oh, I jumped too early. I'm not sure if it's actually possible now. Bam. Almost. Very nearly make it without a car. There you go. Okay, that can be removed. That means that there's like a controller hidden under this wall somewhere, but we'll leave it be. Okay, so placing out these concrete bits is a bit tedious, so the next bit's going to be partially off-road. Make a big ramp, says Handtech. There'll be a time and a place for that. I want to put all sorts of things on here. And Red Nomster says, too late to go to bed because one simply doesn't leave a Sumo stream. I don't know if you got my Skype message, Nomster, but you can pop into the world if you want and have a look at what's going on. Although this is pretty much it. Let's go back and talk about this area, by the way. I figured if you want to do laps, then this will be the main lane, and this is the starting bit, or the pit stop. So you can start over here, and these are controlled, by the way, these gates. So you can have that open, like everyone's lined up, and then, you know, ready, set, go, bam, everyone goes out through these bits here. Yeah, so the course is going to end up coming back to that bit there. I'm going to sneeze. Oh dear. Ow, that one hurt. Littlest Enderman says, fear not, I have arrived. Welcome, my buddy. Welcome back to another one. Right, I guess all of this here... Oh, do you know what? I'm wondering if... By the way, this song, absolutely lovely. Can we get away now? Oh, I've left it over there. Never mind. I was just thinking we're going to need a lot more concrete here to build up some speed. Oblivion's Edge says, this might sound stupid, but what's scrap mechanic? No question is stupid if it's asked. It's a game, a new game that's come out. It's a sandbox engineering game. And it doesn't have like the most realistic physics. It's got quirky physics, but they're very fun to play with. And we're using it to build a little go-kart. Toby Robot says, joins, I'm going to sneeze, lol. Yes, you joined at just the right time then, Toby. Let's get on here. Right, now let's get some full speed ahead. Bam. That's probably not enough. Oh, no, you need a bigger run up than that. So this concrete here is actually going to be a really good indicator of where you need to get on track. So we'll bring it back another 16. And do that. So this little shortcut that you can take is actually probably going to be pointless. Right, and I left the thing down again. Right, let's try again. Here we go. Whoa. You can barely make it, can ya? Now, going the other way, I didn't have... Do you know what? This might be wider than that is wide that way. Let's sort of just get a feel for that. There's about enough for 3 of those side by side. Now, I can't rotate it here. I'd say it's maybe a tiny bit bigger. Okay, so maybe we do something with this. And we amend it by, let's say, 4 blocks. Okay, and then this bit can just become a bit narrow. Yeah, that should work. What are your thoughts on SwiftKey? I've not heard of Swift. I think someone mentioned that the other stream. If you want to ask me my opinion on something, also tell me what it is, then I might have a better idea of what my opinion is. So if I don't know what it is, then I ain't got no opinion. Can't download Star Citizen and watch stream at the same time. Looks like you have to download later, Star Citizen. Awesome. Thanks for coming by and watching the stream. Canuck in Texas says, how are you today, X? I'm doing good, thanks for asking. Right. What we'll do on these corners then is just build this up with a little diagonal. By the way, we're listening to Orang. We did a giveaway yesterday. Unfortunately, I don't have more codes for you today. Although I might do. I think it'd be unlikely to give me extra codes again. But I didn't check my email, so who knows. Right, so a bit of bad design in general. Just cheeky little fix. And let's see how this thing lands on the opposite side. Duck on Duty says, I want to donate. How? If that's what you want to do, there is links below. In fact, there's tons of information below the video. So if you haven't had a look down there, there's rules, there's all sorts of bits and bobs that might interest you, like links to my channel and things like that. Bam! That is also not so great. Maybe the speed of this thing should be tweaked a little. Who knows? Or maybe that the degree of this ramp could go up a little bit. Or we can make the ramp bigger in general. Let's try that. Let's make the ramp just a little bit bigger overall and see if it helps. Helps us to get from one side to the other. Frisno says rubber tyres in the corners. I plan on adding them at some point. That I do. But when, I'm not sure. Just later on. It's going to take a long time to build this thing. Is this multiplayer, says Akuma. Yes, it is. We may have a visitor in today's stream, although I haven't seen anyone logged in yet. Actually, have I... Do I have to click that? I can't even remember. That doesn't do anything, though. Let's start it from back here, then. If I remember correctly, the middle should be easy to spot, because it will line up with that. There we go. Okay, and they're now not set, those bearings. I removed all the blocks from them, but I didn't remove the bearings. Oh no, I did remove the bearings themselves. What am I on about? Let's try 12. Right, a little bit more than 12 by the looks of it. 13 on both. That one needs rotating. There we go. Someone just joined. I don't see him. Let's see. Yeah, that's just clipping over the edge. It's a good thing this faces the wrong way as well. What are we drinking, Asuma? Tea, coffee, water, or mango juice? Mango juice sounds lovely. I'm drinking tea, English breakfast. It's my second one. There he is! I can see him running over here. Didn't really make it that time either, did we? Gonna have to think this one through. Here you go. This is Red Nobster, by the way. It's weird that we don't have skins yet. Feels a little bit impersonal. We should probably build another one of these. Here you go. Have a go on that. I'm gonna start building another one of these carts. Actually, they're pretty easy to sort of replicate. Just got to build a little platform over here. Mario says, I love mango juice. Yes, mango juice sounds nice. I don't think I actually had mango juice before, but it sounds great. Alright, let's see if Red Nobster can make it over. Nope! This needs work, doesn't it? I think maybe it needs to go... I'll tell you what might help. Nailed it. Brilliant. I think this might help right here. If we remove that and give it a little bit of concrete, just a little bit further like that. Now that's surely going a bit higher. Also, where is the middle? I think it's there. Right, that's got to be about the best you can get from there. Let's give it a shot. Oh, that's his lift. I'll remove that. That one can stay on. He's standing in the way. He's going to get hit. No. Whoa. Okay, it's still... I think maybe the speed of this thing should be set a little bit faster. And that way we might have a bit of luck. Let's ride it around there. You can see you've got to be careful with the amount of power you put into this thing. It's difficult to control when you go fast. Okay. Whoa. Right, here we go. Now that nailed it right there. That was a good jump. So it seems like maybe we need to keep the engine speed around here. But the thing itself is a little bit awkward to steer. If I put on... What was it I do? Yeah, if I attach the engine to the wheels at the front, it controls really great when you go backwards and turn like this. It's perfect. But when you go forward, it's horrible. I reckon it might be the engine, actually. I reckon with an electric engine it might be a lot smoother. Which is what I think I would prefer. Let's try that, actually. Chuck that in. Oh dear, what did I do? Took the wheels off. Brilliant, because they're attached to the engine. Okay, now that thing can fit in there, but it's a lot bigger. Is that a bit much, do you think? Yeah, that kind of looks a bit awkward, doesn't it? Maybe we'll actually put it in at the back, behind the seat. See, I was copying a different design, but I think just doing your own thing can be fun too, so... Let's get it rotated. So we've got the... Oh, didn't like that, did it? What's going on here? It's like it disappeared. Oh, and it comes back. There we go, right. Now that looks a little bit more compact. And for the front here, I guess we'll just have something like that. That looks cool. And mind if I make an obstacle prototype while you cannibalize your go-kart? Go for it. In fact, if you want, I don't know where you could build it, but if you follow me for a second, this area over here, I was going to leave relatively open for a while, just have a big sort of dirt track bit with these on the sides. If you want to build something like in the middle of that, we could connect it up to the track. And yeah, we want to add lots and lots of different things to this and make it fun. I was talking to Red Nobster as well about having parts of the track that can be turned on and off using bearings, so the walls will shift and it will take you down a different path. Now, that could be some sort of live in-game go-kart thing, or it could also be so you can go and customize the track and say, let's play with this route and that route attached, and there's a lot of potential for this. Right, I'm looking for... Oh, I've already got it. No, I'm looking for something else. That right there. Okay, that's going to look quite... I think the front looks a lot tidier now, actually. Let's hope this actually works. Bearings go underneath. And then pipes and bearings. Good stuff. Autumn's here in chat. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Okay, now we get rid of these. See you later. And just got to connect this thing up. So that controls the engine. Engine controls... Let's go for rear wheel steering. And that at the front. Now I find you always have to click those to make them turn the right way. And one of these. Okay, let's try this on that setting. That is slow. But also accurate. Maybe we just need it on the top one. Okay, that is not stable. That is not... Why is that so glitchy? Maybe we need front wheel drive. We've just got to try things at this point. That is really glitchy. That's terrible. Whoa, what? Or maybe it's so fast that we need more weight. But the way it bobbles off the ground... I mean, that's not realistic. You don't need me to tell you that. When I try and steer... Doesn't look right at all, does it? Rocky Avalon says, is there a way to add power-ups? Something like increase the speed of your kart periodically. I like the idea of adding a thruster to it, but then the thruster is activated through some other means. This is terrible. This is like a really difficult to steer. It'll go that way, but not the other way. Now, why is that? And now it's flipped over. Too much torque. I still don't fully understand what torque means. Can anyone explain torque? Add weight to the front, says Nobby Nuts. Let's put on some metal blocks. Something like that. Okay, that might have made a difference. Right, I can't turn to the right. It doesn't want to turn me right, but left is fine. That's really odd. And then it flips over. Sprint over there. Change it from 4-wheel drive to 2-wheel drive. Okay, let's try front-wheel drive because we've done the other one, but we'll try all things. Wow! Oh, wait a minute. Are they spinning the? Oh my God! They're spinning the wrong direction. Let's try that again. Right. So now, oh, that's weird. Still a bit finicky. In general, it's pretty lousy. Now, why does it like... What is it about steering that way that's different from that way? I don't get that. Torque is a rotary force. Look, it still wants to just go... Look, I'm turning one way and it's going the other. But that way, it's fine. And then it flips. Wow! Wait, we did a barrel roll. That's what we did. A barrel roll. That was intentional. Just make it slower. Yeah, that might help. We'll give that a shot. But now, still can't turn left, can turn right. That's so weird. You flipped the front one the wrong way, derp. Well, no, I think you're talking about the wheels. We've caught that one up, but not the steering. I don't know what's up with the steering. Look, I can't turn that way, but can turn that way. So weird. One is wrong, some of you are saying. They're both going the same way. Or one of the wheels are we talking about? These ones. Oh! We missed one. Gotcha. I thought I clicked both of those a second ago. Right, so maybe that's going to fix the bobbling. Let's put it back up to full. Right, but it doesn't stop the weight. The weight is not enough. It needs to be heavier overall. Those wheels, they still seem a bit finicky, but maybe it is weight. But I am managing to control it a bit, that's for sure. Right, here we go for the ramp. What? I've never lost control of a vehicle like that before. I don't know what's going on. It's like I'm hitting invisible blocks. The wheels are touching some blocks, says Chris. Yeah, that might cause some issues. You can see they're definitely touching bits of... Oh, come off it. Come off it. That's ridiculous. Right, so the wheels can be touching that block and that one. As for the top bit, that would dismantle the wheels. So for now, we'll leave that alone. Right, and it's on the lift. Of course it is. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay, it just immediately takes off, does it? Some of you are saying no front wheel drive. Let's get rid of the front wheel drive then. Now that seems to stop us from taking off at first glance, but not from tipping over. Okay. Steering seems to be better, that's one thing I've noticed. Right, except that, do you see that? That momentum just comes out of nowhere when you collide with blocks. The back wheel is touching some blocks. Just about, isn't it? Let's move those then. Okay, I'm going to skip this track. I've never been a fan of this track. Well, it's alright, but that guitar sounds a bit crazy. Nope. Don't fall over now. Okay, use a gas engine, says Fluffy Simon. We did a gas engine, and it was awful. This hasn't been much better though, has it? Right, that's still on max. Right, that does seem to be something. I'm not sure if really that's much better. I don't really have control over this thing. I think it needs to be built again from the ground up. Right, so let's try and take it up here. Oh, there it goes again. There it goes. Whoa! What is it with this thing and being on the concrete? It seems to just go haywire. Let's try that again. Yeah, look. If I press forward or back, it starts getting all this... What is that about? What is that about? That's mental. It's funny, Rick in chat says, front wheel drive! We've literally just tried front wheel drive and everyone go, get rid of front wheel drive. What is with this? If I'm on the concrete, look, do you see that? It just ghosts up into the air. That's so strange. Yeah, over here, it's fine. So look, foot backwards, forwards, still a bit rough, but I'm not flipping out. The War Warrior says concrete versus kart. So then we go up on here, and whoa, that was exaggerated, right? It's like I'm hitting invisible block. Whoa! Okay, I wasn't even pressing buttons then. My God. That is weird. I think we found a bug. Look at that, that's nuts. I just tapped forward then. That's so bizarre. What if I just hold it down? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I think we're gonna have to start over and make a new... Well, actually, let's try it with the gas engine, which is originally what we had. I guess the gas engine will now be at the back. So we tried the electric for more stability, and that didn't really work out, did it? Also, it looked like it was shaking a little bit there. Yeah, let's get it like that. That looks cool. Okay, you control that. You control those. Wheels not both facing forward. Yep, that's what it is. Right, that is... I'm getting a bit of frame issue. Whoa! Getting some frames now. Right. That's easier to control so far. What about on concrete? You going to freak out over here? No freak out so far? Bam! Whoa! Whoa! And I'm over. Brilliant. Oh, are these spinning? I think they're spinning. Oh no, no they're not. Right, so it looks like we're going to stick with the gas engine though, but the other changes we made have improved it a bit. All of this weight on the front though, we need to make that like not as big to look at, I guess. Or maybe it won't be so bad now we got this engine. Right, there's some speed on that. That was good. Good old jump. Probably don't need the little cut-in that we made there as well now. In fact, I reckon taking the speed down a touch might help. Awesome says electric engine has more torque, meaning it will try to immediately spin the wheels at top speed. The reason why you should use a gas engine is because it has less torque, meaning that your wheels have time to grip the ground underneath while speeding up. As for concrete, it probably has way more friction, which means your tyres are gripping super fast at top speed, flipping your car. So try your gas engine. Awesome, that actually makes a ton of sense of what we just saw. And with this gas engine, at this speed, we're not flipping over. And we're turning really well. This is the setup right here. Let's hope that continues on the concrete. Whoa! Right, yeah, we need some little ramps, mini ramps for when we transition onto different materials. Okay, so on the concrete it feels a little bit slippery. Right, and we did not have enough speed that time. And now we're stuck. Anyway, I think that's our car type right there. Now let's focus on getting more of this arena built, this part of the track, because we've derped around a lot so far and not built a lot. HeyX is a subscriber donation bar updating. I've been at the top of the screen for a while, plus I made a donation. It hasn't changed since the middle of the last stream, says Rocky Avalon. That's because I forgot to click restart session. So you should see now, or will it actually update? Basically, all of that stuff is half broken most of the time, and I haven't had time to fix it because it took me ages and ages to set it up in the first place. Okay, so let's say that is like the lead up ramp. Let's put this on over here. That's our only little way up off the dirt. Be nice if there was a more gradual slope, which so I'd say might be able to do with bearings and blocks, but probably not actually. The wood narrow says, why do you stream at 4 AM? Aha! The answer is I don't. Time zones. It's not 8 AM where I am. Right, let's go over here. Bump onto that. Whoa! So you got to do that slowly, and then not even really enough speed after I've got up onto it. Let's plop it back down. Try one more time. So if you're driving around here, you're gonna go up onto it gently, then get your speed, make the jump. I'm losing a little bit of faith in this because I can't do my own jump. I think that's from where we had the speed one block higher. Midro Maka said, why did you stop playing Asuminati? I haven't stopped playing Asuminati. We did a stream yesterday and a few days ago as well. Let's try it with 4-wheel drive. Okay, they're all facing forwards. Up we go. Right, that's a lot nippier. There we... Bang! Oops. I think I see what he's doing there. He's making a little obstacle to whack you when you land. That's pretty cool. Wow, this thing's zippy now. And do you know what? It stays like on the ground so far. So let's give it a try. We come up here. We get on the track. We hold down accelerate and... managed to make it across. Excellent. That's pretty cool. And we flipped it. I think that's better with 4-wheel drive, to be fair. Plus, being able to flip it is sort of like a good thing in a race, you know. You don't want to lose control of your vehicle. Right, so now we've got this big area here to do something with. You can take your little shortcut, but I don't think that's really going to amount to much, is it? So maybe we'll just fence it off and do something different with it. Just the... Oh, wait, what? Wrong material. Let's select concrete. And I also want some of those. What's something? Make the wall at the landing area higher. Well, we're having trouble getting over to it. I think making it higher would make it more difficult. So if anything, it should be lower. Okay, what I'm going to do, rather than have this little shortcut here, is just have this area sort of fenced off like that. It's actually the same height as the wall, which is pretty convenient. Makes it a little bit quicker to build with. Right, and then we'll have the fence go across this way. No, don't want a place there? There we go. Make a bridge, says Nakaslav. If we get to a point where we're building something that big enough, we probably would do a bridge. But why am I changing all of that? I've just noticed that those are technically upside down. Oh no, they're not. No, the other ones are done the same way. Right, actually I think what we'll do is we'll make it line up with this bit. Right, now that looks upside down. There we go, like that. Okay. Looks a bit odd having it come out by one. In fact, if we just shift it all back and get rid of that little wall, it will be fine. Okay, there we go. How is the passive mob farm going, says Mikela. I think it's Mikela. It's going really well. When you see today's episode, I'm pretty sure most of you will really like what you see. Okay, so the next thing we're going to add is some wheels, because there's usually wheels hanging around at tracks, and if we put some on the ground just in this area, I think it will help like solidify the sort of curve we got going on here, because you're not going to blitz straight around the corner. And then for this concrete, go something like that. Now I don't think there's a corner piece for this actually, so oh, go back by one. This is another lovely song on this record. There we go. Smonoments has got to go. Bye, X. See you later, buddy. Thanks for coming by and checking out the stream as always. Right, we'll leave that corner bit like that. There you go. So that's not looking so bad. I feel like there should be stuff in this little space. And what would probably look good is just a bunch of crates lying around. So we don't want too many though. Don't want too many objects in the world. Something like that. Over here, another big one there, and then a row of these. Or a couple of them maybe. Also, if we rotate like one of them. There you go. Doesn't look so uniform now. Maybe double stack them as well. There you go, that looks alright. Cool, so now it looks a little bit more habited at least. There's some things going on in that space. Okay, and now we need to extend this wall here. And I think what we'll do... Do you know what? The way I've started building this, we don't have to like make it go straight round that corner. We could put all sorts of stuff in this area, so we could put a few more things. Who's got ideas for things we can do with the tracks? That would be interesting. This is cool. I like the boots at either end. And then that happens. It very slowly moves you. Brilliant. That's cool. We need something over here. I reckon I want to build something I saw in the video that I thought was well done. But I want to make it a little bit different actually. So when you come down onto this bit here, we'll have like some obstacles. Oh, that looks odd. Let's place that in the middle. Is there a middle that... Yep. So we place a few of these around the place. Can be a bit of an obstacle course. Right, and then if we get on this thing, give it a whirl over there. Good stuff. So there's going to be like obvious and difficult routes. If I leave this thing here, actually this feels like a really great challenge. Just want to say that driving into that, it felt like it'd been nicely laid out there. So there can be tighter angles like that make you go shorter. So if this is the shortest route, it also needs to be the most congested. So let's put another one right there. You're not going to be able to get through. Or maybe you can get through. Oh, sneaky. Ah, there you go. It's tricky to get through that little gap, so it might cost you a little bit of time. I like that. Michaela says add shortcuts and loop-the-loops. Shortcuts will... If we do add them, they should be obvious, I think. Shortcuts should be risk-reward. Take the long way around or the short way, which is kind of what we're doing right now, because if we congest them in this area, like you saw there, you know, if you want to go through that bit, it might slow you down. But if you go around the outside, there won't be any things to like interact with. Let's continue expanding this. And how big is this actually going to be? I don't know. But out on this outside area, it won't be so bad. So let's go 3, 4, 5, something like that. 5, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. And then a loop-the-loop sounds fantastic, says Red Nomstar. If you want to give it a shot, feel free to. I imagine it'd be really difficult to pull off. Right, 2, 3, and then 5. And then our next wall can go there. Right, and that's a nice little corner that we've built. Looking good. X, make the rear wheels wider to reduce the chance of flipping. Flipping is a part of it. I want the kart control to be as it is pretty much now, where you can get some decent speed, you can control it, but you can also flip it, and that not be too easy to do, because if you can flip it and lose control, then that's part of racing, isn't it? Anyway, I think what I want to do is just move these here in a little bit closer. They feel a little bit open at the moment. Maybe we'll have one right about there as well. Let's get rid of those. So we talked about having the long way around. Let's put one about there, so you should be able to go round either side. There we go. Booster pads, someone is saying. Is there a way to make boosters? The only way I can think of is something a little bit artificial, like moving onto a platform that moves forward. Bounce pads, some people are suggesting. It's not a bad idea. X, why not add something like a roundabout? Roundabouts aren't a common feature of racetracks. I don't think that would fit in all too well. Okay, let's get a few more of these in. Okay, and I reckon we should have like at least one on the outside out here. X, if you built the ground up, you could try using turning wheels in the floor. That's an interesting idea. So you drive onto a piece of track that's spinning around. That's a great idea. I really like that. I like that one a lot, actually. Let's go back. There we go. Right, so you're coming around this way, and right, the outside is supposed to be the easy way, but that's right in the middle. I guess we could keep that there, or maybe just push it outside a little bit further, like to over here. So it directs you through that middle bit. Maybe this as well, come in a touch. Right, and then you can sneak around the back here. Oh, that's what we want to do. Not wheels, just pipes, or pipes on the floor. Swiss Pinlup says pretty much mini golf, but with carts. Yes, that's actually a really great way of looking at it. It is in the vein of little mini golf challenges, that's for sure. Okay, I think in general that looks like what we wanted to achieve. And then there's a bit of room here to pop up onto this bit, get your full speed, and jump way over there and land on this thing. That might be a bit of an issue, actually, landing on it, because then you're completely stuffed, although that's probably going to happen quite a lot in this game. Okay, right, I think what we should do is probably build a second one of these at some point. And I'm sure Red probably wants to drive on one. Let's get rid of this nonsense. Oh, it's also built out of concrete. Right, and let's try... In fact, Red, if you're listening, if you could pick up this go-kart and put it on a lift next to this one, then we'll build a second one. We're going to have like 4 in total and do some multiplayer racing with this. Okay. Let's start getting some of the bits into my inventory that we need. Nice one, there we go. So that's directly next to it, so we can see what's what. I should probably... Oh, I can't control his lift. I can only control my one. Oh well. I'll be able to figure out some of it. Yeah, we don't need that block. Right, so these blocks are about there. Ah, nice one, thank you. Right, if we have a look at the undershape of it, we're going to put 2 blocks there. Oh, no, that's the whole thing. Or is it? Wait, did I put that in the wrong place? Nope. Goes forward by 1. What am I getting confused about here? I think that, nothing really. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, too many. It's because it's one back. It's like everything's got to be deducted a little bit. Okay. So that'll be that bit, and then the back sides. 2 of those in a row, which we have. And it goes out by 1, and then 2 extra blocks at the back. There we go. Oh, that looks a bit awkward. I think if you took that off... Perfect. Awesome. That could have easily fallen over. Okay. So, we can attach these. Now we need the curvy ones. Build an area where the random bumps are all over the place. SB Gaming, random bumps. Do you mean things in the ground, obstacles? That could be something to do. Although they're a bit much in this game. Maybe if there was a block that wasn't, maybe that on its side, that might be not so invasive. Yeah, we'll have to try that for sure. Okay, so that's the back. Sides are done. I guess we need some of those orangey slope bits. Now that the base is all in. Oh, that's another thing. The base might not be all of it. What do I mean, all of it? There might be more metal blocks, like a step higher is what I'm saying. By the way, once again, Twitch tells me I'm offline. I'm going to It probably won't update if I refresh it, but I'll do that in a sec. What's going on with that? It was like it yesterday. Similar to Death Run, says Colsey is top. Was I discussing this with someone the other day? Death Race, that was what I was discussing. This is just like go-karts, basically. Okay, it looks like Red is building one too. I can tell you already, those ones go alongside, like that. And then you put the seat right in the middle. Yeah. Yes, exactly there. That's in the correct spot. Yeah, I think he's got all of this down. Yeah, he knows what he's doing, right. Okay, so that's most of the front done. Let's put the wheels on the back. Oh yeah, we need those in as well. Really assuming you need to drink your tea. It's probably cold now. It's been 51 minutes. Oh my god, it is. Diamond Dude, thanks for a reminder. How has it been 51 minutes? Jackie Fox says, the electric motor is hugely powerful. On concrete powered, you can do a flip and max power. We know that. we learnt that the hard way. We've gone back to using the gas engine. Okay. Put in the engine. Let's make sure it's rotated the right way. Is that the same way? No, it's the opposite way. They can control those bearings. Put our wheels on. Wrong wheels. Although I reckon having those wheels could be pretty funny as well. Gonna need our pipe for the front bit. Let's bring those in. Okay, so that's looking pretty much identical to that one there. Now the front doesn't have any of the weighted blocks any higher, actually. They're all at the bottom, so is that correct? Oh, so that looks a little odd here. Oh, I see what it is. That one's facing that way across. Cool. Now, does that mean? No, that doesn't mean that's out. They just go there. Then we have our ones on the side, pointing downwards. And to that side. Right, we're almost done. In fact, this is practically done right now. So that controls the engine. Oh, yeah, front wheel drive, a must. That made a huge difference when we did that. Right, now they usually almost always need to be flipped. You're not facing forward. You are. Excellent. Right, so now we just need to make the engines the same. It's that one right there. Cool, and this thing should now in theory drive the same as the other one. It reverses nicely, feels like about the same, that's good. There we go, we built a second one. Excellent, we're getting ready for races. Bam! Try and make the jump. Oh, excellent. That was good. It drives well off-road as well. Whoa, until you do that. Joe, what I really want to do is attach like a flipper button. Let's see if we can like attach this thing I've got an idea for. There'll be... Oh, there really isn't much space for it. I was thinking like an arm here, and it pushes out to either side when you're flipped to try and flip you over. Now, it's going to touch the back wheel, so it'll be a bad thing to have. But if it didn't, I mean, let's just see what it'd be like. It could actually be this, and it might not clip. Like, that might not hit the wheel, but Let's just mess around with it for a second. If we attach that there, one on the other side, that means this thing now needs a controller and a button. Okay, it gets complicated quick, doesn't it? We'll have the button, and we'll have a controller. Is there anywhere for this thing to go? Right there looks really cool, actually. And the button will go... There'll be nowhere, like, symmetry to place it. It will just be like that. In fact, we'll put 2 down to make it look cool. Alright, so that goes to that. That's controlled by that. No? Oh, okay, now it is. Right. Then that controls that bearing and that one. That's really weird. Why did that... Okay. So when we press the button, that's going to flip out 180, so's that. This is my slightly modified edition here. Hey! Hey, hey, hey! That's really bad! That's really bad! No, 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 no. No, that's going to go wildly off into the distance now, isn't it? How did that happen? Oh, there you go. It hit a wall. Well, that's good. The one time hitting a wall is good. Right, so somehow it got disconnected there. Brilliant. What else got disconnected? One of the wheel... Why did so much go wrong with that? Anyway, let's pop in here. Let's flip this thing over. So, you're driving like a maniac. You don't know what you're doing. Right, you flipped. Oh. Oh, they've been set to rotate the wrong way. Brilliant. Bam. Up we go. That's really cool. I really like that, actually. Maybe we should make that a permanent addition for these things. Oh, you flipped. Quick, bam. You're back up. That's amazing. That is amazing. There's got to be more of a penalty for that, though, so it should act slower. Sweet. That's actually really cool. Right, now I want to get it dead upside down, because that actually goes to like that at the moment, which is not what you want. So let's see if we can get this thing dead upside down. Okay, that's about as dead upside down. Right, now it's no good at all. Now it's actually useless. Some of you saying the back wheel isn't connected. Let's have a look. Yeah, it isn't. How did that get... Why did so much stuff get messed up when we tried to add those bearings? I don't know. Right, cool. So, if that didn't do anything, it needs a little bit of more oomph. Let's go and attach a small bit of this and that to it. Actually, it kind of makes sense to try and make this look like it's part of the thing for a reason, and I think the way we can pull that off is with that right there, the lights. So if we put some lights on this thing... Oh, that's such an excuse to have that there. That looks great. Our little go-kart has lights. Lights that magically flip us over and get us out of trouble. Right, let's get into trouble again. What do you guys think of these additions? Do you think the go-kart should come with them? Okay, that worked out pretty well. Right, let's try and... I'm too good at this. There we go. Let's get upside down and stay upside down already. What is going on? Can't a guy just flip the cart? No. I love that though. That's seriously cool. A lot of you like it in chat, it would seem. Right, so now we're stuck upside down. It's not actually going to save us in this situation, is it? Now what would is possibly just one of them moving over at once, so you'd tip to the side a little bit. So maybe that's why we have 2 buttons, but then that would require 2 controllers. So now it's dancing. I reckon we should make more modifications, but then we'll probably be ready to use this thing. So let's have a look. Where can we put the controllers and make them look amazing? I was going to say at the front here, but then they would require the wheels reattaching. We could actually just put them on the sides. Let's try that. Put them... I think they'll look cool if they face upwards. Right, upwards white line on the inside. Yep, same on both sides. They look like a little control panel. Like the driver can sit and press all these little buttons. You go to there, you go to there. Buttons are going to go... Can we put them on the back there? Or do we want to put them just on the side? I think either side looks cool. Right, and then you've got one for each side. Okay, but now these things need reprogramming, so... Oh, that one's actually correct, isn't it? So they're going to go out by like 180. But we can control them individually now. Oh, no, 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 no. And the other thing I wanted to do is make them a little bit taller. I don't think it should flip itself over when landing upside down. You would feel the need to dry carefully anyway, says Nathan Lacorian. Good point, but I've had something in mind for that, so let me explain the issues. When you flip upside down, you have to use your lift, and the lift is kind of a pain because it places you back down facing a particular direction. So if you can flip yourself back over, it's good, but obviously you don't want to drive carelessly and get away with it. So what we do is put this on slow. In fact, it might not have the same flipping power when it's on slow, but that's part of the plan to do that. So let's put that down. Right, so now let's go get flipped. It's almost like those bars help you to stop from getting flipped. So now you can see it doesn't take... It isn't as fast. So we're driving carelessly. Right, now we're flipped properly upside down. If we press 1... we don't get a... Oh, we do get a bit of tilt. Look at that. But it's only going to just take us back to where we were before, right? I feel like we're almost dancing in a way. Yeah, that's not going to help you if you get completely upside down. What could help here? I am not sure. Wacky Viking, hello! Long time no see, buddy. Well, that... I think if you get stuck upside down, you'll have to resort to the lift. But I think, well, we definitely need a solution for being upside down. I also think it looks a little bit silly now it's taller, and it didn't really make too much difference, so let's make it a bit smaller. So there we go. Make one horizontal. One horizontal. Now let's see, that's vertical, so horizontal... not quite sure. Yeah, I can't really kind of figure it out in my head. Right, we've still got that one hanging out up there. Whoa, what's Red doing? It looks like he's built a lot of crazy stuff. Let's finish off this bit of track already, and after that we're going to perhaps start work on a new piece of track. In fact, we should probably like lay out some ideas that we've been talking about for too long, like switching tracks. I really like the idea of the rotational track as well. I think that's going to be great. So here's a good chance for a curve. X, make a piston to shoot you over, says Red Build. Remember, there's not a lot of room on those things. I know what you're saying. Actually, yeah, I think you're right. That might be a good way to do it. Jackie says, one side being double jointed and making it do the flipping for upside down, and it will look like a full roll cage. I think I know what you mean now. I think I get it in my head. It makes sense. So 5, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. And then the same over here. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we are home free. So do what we want to do. Okay, right, and I'll probably just, well, patch that up at another time. For now, let's make it at least a little bit more complete looking. Let's also get rid of these boxes. And this thing can come back down. There we go. Oh, this is definitely the superior cart right here. Look at it. Looks amazing. I'm just wondering about what some of you were saying about it being double jointed. Like, if it had more bearings inside it, not just the one bearing, it could still be attached to a controller on either side, right? We could have it go back again and up again. Oh, like a full roll cage. It could even sort of connect. Yeah, I think I understand what some of you are saying now. Let's give that a try. We can do that with... We'll need one of those. And actually, I think we've almost got everything in a hotbar, and that as well. So let's remove... Why is it bobbing up and down like that? That looks so awkward. Let's plop it down. So we'd have the one joint there. Then it would turn back. Turn up. Now, would that really help? It might help. It might. I've got a feeling though it won't. Oh, does that need to be a joint there? Yeah, that does. So we'll attach our bearings. Or maybe it doesn't. I think... No, that's on the same axis. Right, no, yeah, that's on the same axis. So in principle, if it's on the same, like, axis, it's doing the same function, right? We need something on the opposite axis. So... Oh, maybe we never needed to tilt back like that, but let's have a look. So, we'd come up, and then up here, this might be where we have the little axis. What have I selected? It's kind of hard to see what's going on there. Yeah, that right there. So then this bar could spin out and possibly... Well, it couldn't be that one. Flip us out of a bad situation. Right? I think that's how it'd work. Oh, I also didn't put the bearing in. Which isn't great. If that is the case, it doesn't need to bend backwards, so we can make it look a little bit nicer. If we put this... Oh, maybe it does need to bend backwards. Oh no, there you go. That's perfect. Right, so that bit there is where we put a bearing. Yeah, that makes sense. Who's following me on this? I'm not sure I'm even successfully following myself at this point. But we're making something of it. Okay, so 2 of those on either side. Did I put the bearing in? Yeah, I did. And lights up top. It doesn't look as nice. Just saying. Maybe we can get away with that. Okay, so now these things need to... Well, they're already hooked up to the ones at the bottom, so that doesn't change. But these would also flip out, possibly. So, instead of going like we did... Let's take... There we go. Right, that disconnected eventually. Except that one doesn't go to there. Right, this one controls that. What? What's going on there? These things are being really finicky today. There we go. Right. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Okay, so these ones are going to... That one's going to flip out that way. Yeah, that's correct. So 2 controls this one. Right, they'll both go to 180. Right, sorry that took me so long. Jackie says, not quite, won't work as well as my idea. Okay, well this is the idea that I sort of understood. Maybe I'll figure out what you meant later on. Oh, it's on the lift. So again, let's reverse this thing. I'll tell you what, definitely doesn't look as nice. I think I'll have to play around with this another time a bit. Right, so let's flip it over. Bang. Interesting. Why didn't it do the other one? Because the rotation's probably changed. Makes sense. Let's try and flip it again. Oh, we've got a wheel problem. What's the wheel problem? No, all the wheels are... Why did the wheel stop spinning? Oh, it's back to normal. It's kind of difficult to land it directly upside down without trying. Almost. Almost. I like that animation though there, that's cool. Oh, there we go, there we go. No! Almost did it. Not enough. Could leave these out like safety. Whoa! That's because it's going over 180. Put the bars parallel to the length of the car. Not quite sure what that means. It's hard to understand or picture what half you mean half the time. The poles prevent upside down, says Mido. They do, but they don't prevent it 100%, I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe not. Maybe they do. These things are still a bit too fast. We can slow them down though by putting these down to 90. I should slow them down a fair bit. There we go. Nice. That's definitely a better speed for being penalised for getting flipped over. Someone just asked in chat as well, why were the bearings set for 180 instead of 90? Just the way I decided to do it first time, really. Look at that. You've got to make sure you get back up all the way and then let go. Okay, I don't think we're going to flip this thing upside down. That'll have to do. Right, I'll probably change the design back again, but that looks really cool. Or at least it works cool. Right, and let's go see what Red Nomster is doing. So, let's take this thing on its way. Ugh, that's never going to get up there in time. Let's try and do that again. Bang! Landed on this thing, perfect. There we go, there we go. And that is tough. Is that even doable? I don't think it's doable. It's too steep. Should have probably tested it, yes. I'm stuck. Actually, I'm not stuck. Well, I'm probably stuck. Let's try this. That's not going to do anything now because it goes to 180. Amazing. Right, let's pick it up. I want to I keep saying I'll do it in between, but I want to modify it now because it looks ugly at the moment. Although the height of it does prevent you from going fully upside down. I'll leave it alone. Okay, so what part of the track are we going to build next? I'll tell you what, we've got this raised up bit up here going on. I think he's got something planned for this. I have an idea myself for something. Right, where can we go build a bit of this track? Oh, maybe we could build something from the back in. Like, we haven't done all of this over here yet. I got a great idea for something over here. Right, so this area is all going to get like hooked up together. Let's get our track blocks. Here we go. Assuming you can have it at 180 degrees because of the speed of the controller. Yes, we had it at 180 degrees a moment ago and we changed it to 90 because we want to penalise someone when they get flipped, not make it easier for them to flip back over. That's the point. Why is it saying no? That says no again. It's like it's jumping a little bit. Has anyone noticed if my video quality looks a little bit better recently? Because I changed my mouse settings, and supposedly it's a little bit smoother. Make a tunnel, and if you have some driver skills, you can overtake others on the side of the tunnel. A tunnel is a definite. I really wish we had a notepad equivalent or something in this game, so we could leave some little notes behind and say, hey, let's make sure we do that. Right, so for this ending bit, we want our track to be... How wide is it going to be? I think I'm going to make it 3 wide, because it comes up into that area there. Right, and it's going to be a big section of it that happens to be 3 wide. Okay. Red Nomster says, when you place a block, it cancels my placement and vice versa. That's bizarre. For multiplayer, yeah. I guess, depends on how they coded it, isn't it? Crazy. Okay, so we'll make that bit connect with that at another time, but this is going to be the width of the final bit of track here. Rocky Avalon says, put a bunch of thrusters facing upwards on the track. When a player hits the thrusters, they will be sent flying. Is that true? That doesn't sound right. I mean, it's probably worth a shot, something like that. Let's find out if that's going to do anything, because that could be a cool little thing to do. So, if we... Oh look, yeah, he's building and now I can't place. Right, so if we put that there, have a thruster here that faces upwards. Now it needs to be powered, so there's a button. No, we need a switch, so we can turn it on. So, shift, put in the button, like that. Right, now can we turn it on? I think that thruster is firing upwards. Let's see what happens. So we take our car, we put it there, and now let's hop in the car. I'm not feeling any upwards momentum. No, I don't think that does anything. Okay, never mind. We gave it a shot, it didn't do anything. Right. We'll take those back. Tad says you can put a 2 wide bar behind the seat. That would look better, and you would never fall over to your full back. I think I know what you're saying. We'll investigate it. Yeah, I'll mess around with it like off camera now, because we've done a fair bit of that. We need to build some more track, I reckon, this stream. We can still... Yeah, that's the correct width. Still make it the correct width. Right, so that bit of track is going to be for driving through, and now what we've got here is what will be part of my evil idea. Just realised I can't place a bearing directly on the ground, so somewhere along here all of this is going to be raised up a little bit. It's actually going to be quite difficult to pull off now that I think about it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we can do. Right, so we're going to need all of these blocks all the way across. X, with the thruster you had it facing down. I had it facing up. Well, no, the thruster faces downwards, but that means it pushes upwards, right? Like it was facing into ground, so the thruster would push it up. I don't know. Maybe I did it wrong. Do you have a set width for your track? They seem to change a lot, says Swiss Piplup. Yeah, they do change. I was going for like a minimum of 24, I think, at first, but now they're just all different based on what's going on. Right, so we have that. And I don't even know how to do this next bit. I've also just realised that it all needs to be 1 block smaller because we need a middle. So we'll remove that and I'll fix that wall later on. Okay, so that means this goes 1 block further across, which means our middle's probably that block there. 1, 2, 3, 1, then 1, 2, 3. Yep, it's right there. So then let's come out like that. Put a bearing here. Yeah, this is actually going to be quite challenging. So, let's go out by like 16 blocks in each direction. Actually, this will be one less over here. Bam, like that. Now, I'm going to bring up a little tool on my web browser. So, also, let's see if Twitch will work again, because it's just not been working for me. It tells me I'm offline and doesn't load the stream. Refresh. And also, let's type in Minecraft circle generator. Oh, and it says I'm offline, but I can see the stream. Amazing. What's going on, Twitch? With a redstone, welcome back. Dana, thank you for the kind message. Here we go, I got my pixel generator. So 16 plus 15 is 13.1. 31, not 13.1. What am I on about? Okay, so I got an image of it on the other screen. We need 3 blocks on either side. So 1, 2, 3. What we'll do is just build 1 half. And then it's followed by another 3 and then a 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's about right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Now, immediately I'm thinking, as soon as this thing turns... Oh no, there's a little bit of gap there. Ignore me. Ignore me. Wait. 1, 2, 3 and 2. Oh, that's actually correct. Right, I thought I'd done that wrong for a second. So after that 2, it's then a diagonal for... Well, that would be 2 blocks of diagonal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we've got those 2 blocks. Then we have the 3. Let's double check that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then this is 2, 3 middle. Right, so that should connect back to the very middle. If it's correct, that appear. Yep, that's correct. Okay, and that's how you build a circle in Scrap Mechanic. Leolea says, "Lo, I joined the stream, and the first thing I hear is Asuma saying, dum dee dum da da dum." Wait, I don't remember saying that. I don't recall saying. What did I say? Dum dum da da dum. Okay, probably, maybe I did. I don't know. I make a lot of silly noises when I stream. Right, so next one is 2 blocks out, and then it's the bits like that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 there. Okay, so that's our circle shape. Now, I should probably finish building this. I was about to fire it up because I was excited to get it going, but no, we should probably finish this. So that's 4. Then we got a 3. So whom are you scalping, X, says Car Creator? We are scalping no one. We are just scrapping it out. 2. Okay. 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then... No, that's the one that's 2. And then that goes to the middle. Excellent. Right, we've done that bit right as well. On a roll. Is that correct? It's 4. 4 there. Some of you are going, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's alright, it's alright. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, that site definitely is wrong there. Let's see if we can spot what it is. It's that bit. Oh, and now all that's done for. 1, 2, 3. Then the 2. 4, 5, 6. There we go, done. Right, now I won't fill this in fully. I'm itching to see this thing go. Let's just fill in the majority of it. And then this thing is just going to sit here and spin, basically. Now the best way probably to make it spin is with an electric motor, or electric engine. So over here, behind the wall, it's got to be attached to the same thing as well. So that, we'll go to that bearing. And then a switch over here will control the engine. Switch can be set to on, and then that can go. That's a lot faster than I thought it'd be, and immediately it's hit the wall. Which means we've got to remove a few blocks here. That's really a lot faster. I think we might do this with a controller, actually. That's so much faster than I thought it would be. Crazy. Right, let's try it like this. That goes all the way back to its default position. And it's so big, it's struggling to keep up with it. Brilliant. Okay, so let's get this thing to go at 15, but slow. And on repeat. And let's see what sort of speed that is. That's more like it. That's the kind of speed we're looking for. Maybe a little bit slower than that, actually. So let's turn it down to about 10. How cool is that? Right. Let's start to fill bits of this back in. And then we'll give it a test run. So the problem I foresee now is that we need to have blocks at the same height. All of this right here can go, actually. Now if I put them here, it's not going to place. So they've got to be there. Is that going to be enough space around it for the car? That's what I want to know. See you later. Right, so that's going to come out like so. Over here. Over there. Right, and then as we're doing this, we're looking out for bits where it hits the edge. Like right there. No, that's good. Apparently, that's good. Maybe we can squeeze an extra one in just there as well. And probably a couple more there. So we want to minimise the gap as much as we can. Right, and it hasn't... Ooh, just collided a little bit there with that one, I think. Very cool. X, you should make a power-up, a launcher using a bearing slingshot and sensors. Maybe, maybe. It's wrong, X. Read the chat, says Mr. Pancat. What is wrong? Please tell me. What do you mean by it's wrong? Because this so far is doing everything I want it to. Okay. X, it's wrong, says J4500. What is wrong? Again, it's wrong. What's it's? This seems to be doing exactly what I want it to. Oh, wait a minute. That's... like... Whoa, that's not as close to the wall as the bit before it was. One half of the circle is one block too long. I'm starting to see that now. Let's stop this thing. So what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. It was supposed to be 3. Aha, so all of this is one block too long. I see. Now we know. Some of you are very eagle-eyed watching. Okay, let's fill in all of this and then sort that out as well. Okay, so get rid of... Actually, let's start from this side over here. Wait a minute. That goes, then all of those. And those... Ooh, not those two. Okay, that seems to be about right, does it not? Are you all happy now? I hope you are. Let's get this done already. Okay. Right, now we can let that thing continue spinning, and we can build this track around it. Now I'm just thinking there's quite a bit of space actually on either side now where you could sort of just whiz straight past it, right? So maybe we make it a little bit smaller here. It's cancelling out again. I think red must be building. Let's build in smaller increments. That's so like weird that it works like that. Wow, that's bad. Let's go see what red's up to then. Driving across that thing is going to be fun though. Whoa! And we're tipped over. Blockmiss says, oh my god guys, Minecraft 1.9 just came out. I can't help but feel that that's a troll. I've got this feeling that that's a trolling. What is going on over here? That looks so difficult to climb up. Whoa! What happened to his car? Back up we go. And on our way. Oh, not again. You could race like this if you really wanted to. That's super cheaty. You also got to hold your finger on one. Right, when we correct that thing, we've got to make a way for that to... Someone else exit did just come out. What some of you are saying? What people are saying? 1.9. When you all got to be trolling me together, right? You are all trolling me together. There's no way 1.9 was just released because it is a weekend, and that game is horribly broken. Yep, I'm being trolled. 1.9 has not been released. I mean, why did I even bother checking? You're all just joining in. No, you're all just joining in. 1.9 is out. Loads of you are saying... What's annoying is that no one's saying... What? Check the blog. Everyone is saying... Right, Estelian is the only person here saying the troll gets old fast, but everyone out is saying it's out. I just checked the blog and there was no 1.9 post. Let's check it one more time. Right, Pro Jake says liars. There we go. We got our first person who's not joining in the troll. No, it's not out. There we go. There's all the people that have been... Right, you guys seriously wasting my time here. What a troll. What a troll. So many people joined in before people started saying, no it isn't. What are you on about? That's ridiculous. Congratulations on your trolling. Right, I reckon we should force the players to participate in this little circle bit here. So we're only going to go 2 wide off the edge. And that's after a 2 wide gap as well. Let's see if we can make that like a 1 block gap instead. So it would be 3 blocks off the edge. Okay, that seems to be that one. So that will be 2 wide. And then that's going to be the edge of the track. Looks good. But seriously, that was such a silly troll. Because so many of you just went, let's join in. Loads of people in chat are annoyed as well. Right, we're going to have to like come up with a corner and then copy the design to each corner, I think. It's also really annoying moving away slowly. What we should also do is put concrete underneath at some point so it looks a little bit more together and streamlined. Okay, how's that looking? So that's working just fine. It looks like you might be able to get away with an extra block there. Yikes, that's close. That's going to hit at some point, is it not? No, no collision. Like, no collision there either. Okay, so where are we from the edge? I think that means you could probably put one there as well. Let's try for that. This is 3 blocks. No, that's 3 blocks. So one out of here. That's the corner. Let's put a marker here. So to the corner, that's the corner. One on one side, then that means that can be a 2. And so can that. And then we've got another 2. Right, I reckon you probably won't be able to get away with one there. So that might be the corner. Sort of done. Let's try and at least get one extra on the edge there. See how that does. That's going to collide big time. Oh, maybe not. That one? Nope. Yeah, that one collided, but it didn't seem to bother too much, did it? So we'll just leave it like that. It's going to be 1 then 2s from the corner. Okay, so where are we at here? Can that thing not be filled in? I think it can. This one needs to be like 3 wide. Orange half blocks, says Mitchy. Yep, we'll add those at some point. Damn, the selection bug, that's so annoying. Just have to do one at a time, I guess. Okay, right, so again, corners there. And then we just count in how many blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is the corner. So that's a 2. So is this. So is that. Cool. Alright, so we've done enough of this, I think, to test it now. Daryl says, are you going to make a video over this too? Yes, I plan on making a couple of videos, I hope. It would be nice. That freaked out. I think there's got to be a collision somewhere. This looks a lot closer in general, doesn't it? Maybe I got the distance wrong. 3 wide, 3 wide. Or maybe it was red. Red's okay, maybe it was red. I thought I looked over here and didn't see anything, but maybe I didn't. Maybe it was just red. Alright, so what we got? 1, 2. 2 is 2 is there. 3, 4, 5. So the next one is the corner. Okay, then it's 2s. That doesn't like look anywhere near as close, does it? Aha, because there's an extra one that way. Got it. Okay, that looks much better. Okay, looking good. Right, now it's stopped. Why has it stopped? It's this one here, look. I think I know what I did wrong there. No, it should have... What's going on? Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One there. So that should be there. So should all of that. But it's going to get caught, right? Yeah, weird. So it gets caught on that side. We'll just leave it slightly different. But I think that can probably be Or maybe it is just correct. Huh, doesn't like this area over here much at all, does it? Or maybe I built it wrong. Nah, it just doesn't like it. Hey, we might have the same problem on this side over here as well. Right, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that's the block right there. Alright. Alright, we're looking good. X, count the circle again. I'll probably double check it at some point. But for now, I mean, this is taking forever to do. I really just want to give it a little race. See how it plays out. So, I reckon on this side, being the approaching side... Oh my god, stop doing that. I think red's building again. There we go. With this being the approaching side, we want to have full selection. It's like the worst bug. There we go. Right, we want to have like at least a full like run up to it, and then through here you go. For now, bang, like that. I tell you what, it's probably got to spin a lot faster, really, doesn't it? Also, we're going to need a platform here. And yeah, that's only as wide as it goes, isn't it? Assuming you can, if you can turn the speed up, you can easily see what the problem is. Turn it down when you are finished. That's a good idea, yeah. I wanted it on slow because I think that's the speed it would be best at, but I realise now it's not really going to be much of a thing unless it's doing something really in general. Okay. Right, let's give that a shot. It says this button is not connected to anything. Why? I connected both of those buttons up. So across we go. And yeah, it's really of no consequence to us, is it? Let's speed the thing up. Ah, there you go. That's going to throw you off. Oh right, it stopped. It hit something. Where has it hit something? Here? Wow. I think it's still hitting things by the looks of it. Yeah, it's still hitting. That's not colliding. Nothing appears to be colliding on that side. Where's the collision? Is it that? Right, now that it spins faster, I'm going to guess... What way is it going? It looks like it's got a load of momentum hanging over. There you go. Right, now it's fixed. Good, good, good. So you're driving up, got a bit of speed going. It just sways you a little bit. Oh no, let's not do that. Let's get some more speed on it. That looks quite evil now. XX Monster says, X, what would I tell you if you logged on to Minecraft and your IGN was changed to XXXXX Exuma XXXX underscore? I go, that looks awful. I would not like it. Okay, now that is definitely more likely to mess you up. Red Build says 1 block too long. Possibly. Okay, more speed for the ring, says Wacky Viking. Right, that almost threw me over, so I think it's a flawed idea in general. Maybe it needed to be bigger overall, but it looks like it needs a little bit more speed. I think we'll set it to 130 and call it that. There you go. That thing will have some fun. Anyway, I reckon this should be in what will be the tunnel. Red Nomster, if you want to help me out at all, feel free to jump in. What we could do, I'm assuming he's still listening, is make this a tunnel section as well. So we have a tunnel that goes over the top. And then that tunnel will loop round to that side, and that will be the end of the track. Because that was another request we got earlier, to do a tunnel. Right, let's get rid of this. Bam, bam. Right, then somewhere here, this has now got to be... Oh, we've got to make it tall enough for something to go over the top. Maybe we should make the roof out of these blocks, because they're sort of see-through. Right, so what height is going to be acceptable? I think there should be plenty of room for these to go through. Can we get rid of that? Oh, flippity flip. I'll catch you on the flippity flip. Oh. What is that from? Oh, that's from The Office. Yeah, I'll catch you on the flippity flip. Yes, I'd say a tiny bit lower than that. Let's go for... Oh, right there. Oh, that's going to be too low. Let's try that again. Right, so now we've got this thing sort of nearby. That looks good. That looks like a good height. So let's say we work at that height right there. Then we want to figure out where it starts, really. Let's drag this across, or figure out its width, I guess is what I was trying to say. So, its width... It's kind of weird building with that thing moving around. Right, its width can be 4 of them. 4 of them. Look at Red going around in a circle. Great. Well, actually, if we look at where we are now, that's only a couple of blocks over. So's that. So let's leave it at that, because that works, apparently. Okay, that's not going to work, though. And there's our wall that goes up to the top and connects it. Something like that. So that's our normal wall. It should be 1 block higher because it's off the ground. And then up there is the height of the racetrack, the crossover, the tunnel, whatever you want to call it. Oh, the noises in this game. Drive it for a minute, it sounds like you crashed it. X, you should connect all the controllers on the track to the switch at the start. So if... Wait, what's that? So if it's all turned off, the race starts, it should decrease lag and become laggy. Yeah, we're just building bits and bobs at the moment. It will get figured out, I reckon, over time. So I'm not too fussed as to where this starts, really. My engine is ignoring my driver's seat. Is this the entrance? Oh, let's put some more of that in. The entrance... Well, I mean, we're just building the cross section, right? So you drive through one way, like that, across, and then you come over to this area from the top. So on the other side over here, it will just loop down and around back into this track. So we're just going to build the overpass now, which is that right there. So on this side, we decided the width... Bam, we decided that the width would be this bit here. So we'll come back and fix that. Alright, 1, 2, 3. I think that's correct. Ah, see, I did make it a little bit taller on this side, which is a mistake. So now, ooh, do you know what? I'm just going to leave blocks like that eventually, because it's too much of a pain to remove them all. So now, you should be able to see where we're going with this. So on this side, I'll probably make it connect like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, And that's actually good. Oh, what? Hi. Cool. There we go. That bit will be a pillar of support to the top. Let's get rid of that. So, Jespro King, I've read your message before. I've heard that you've been saying we should add a bearing slingshot. I mean, there's so much stuff we can do. We can't do it all in a minute. So, we're just doing one thing at a time. I think this, though, is going to be a pretty spectacular part of the track. That's really high up. We probably should have tried to trim it as much as possible, but knowing this game, you're going to want a little bit of leeway space. This thing's going to be a pain to build while it's spinning. Let's turn it off. Also, when we load the world, this thing is just going to spin like mental back to its default position. Didn't we just turn that off? And it's still spinning. Let's give it a little bit of time to figure out what it wants to do. And I'll try and place these in place. That's looking pretty cool, actually. Well, it's still spinning. Why is it still spinning? I don't get that. Hey. There we go. Whoa! It's having fun now, isn't it? Oh, Slingo the cat says, "Who's the guy playing with Asuma?" It's Red Nomster. He's hanging out with us today. Bam. And oh, this is going great. That's gonna look so. Oh, it looks so cool, doesn't it? Even though it's not built up or anything, it's gonna look great. And it's still spinning! I just want to say, it is still spinning. There we go. Right, so then, on the opposite side, we now need the ramp that leads up to it. And I had a look at these ramps, and I tell you what, they're not actually... At first, I didn't think they were as good, but... Oh, let me explain. It's kind of easier to explain. Right, so the steeper one is the shorter one. So even though it's steeper, it's like... Look at this slope right here. It's a flat wall, yeah? But because it's not that tall, we can go up it. So imagine that flat wall is 10 blocks tall, then it's just a wall that we can't go over. So the same thing applies here, whereas although that's not as... it's steeper. Oh my god. Although the orange one is steeper, the little orange one, this one is longer, so it might be hard to use as a ramp because... it looks like you'll be able to get onto it with no problem, actually. Okay, that's good. So let's use that. Let's get them to connect up the top here. That might be a bit finicky actually because... Right, let's put down a lift. What we have to do to place this is put something above it that's going to block it and then go below it. Right, now I've probably done that wrong, haven't I? I want to start on the outside so we can figure out how close we can make it. Alright. That's the wrong way around. Now I can't. Now I've got to place it on the side in order for it to not try and place higher. Is it going to let me do that? About every rotation but the one I'm looking for. I don't think you can place it on the side, so these things are going to have to go all the way across. Okay, let's put in a few more. So the question now is, right, it doesn't line up by 2 blocks, so we leave a 2-block gap on either side, and then all of these will be in the correct spot. Now the ones that we put below are going to... Oh look, that's the way you do it! I did that on my AT Walker video actually. I built a ramp system like that. It's really convenient once you got one high up. There we go. That's the way to do it. I was a little unsure what to do there, but that's definitely the way. Yes, you do that, Reds, and I'll go underneath. That's the way. Teamwork. Oh, I missed one. Oh, look at that. You're going to have like one block here at the bottom. That's fine though, isn't it? That's actually not really a problem. Just means that's the type of track that's going to lead up to it. But I've just noticed that this track here is really wide, which is actually kind of cool. Because it means, once again, more variety, more stuff going on. That's cool. I like that. Alright. Ah, it looks like when red removes a block, it also removes my section, not just using a section tool. It's a bit weird, really. Okay, we've got to try this out for sure now. I think he's already getting in the car. Where's your car, Red? Oh my god! Wow, that was some terrible driving. Oh, this is cool! Built a bridge. No, you don't! You're not even getting near. You're not even getting near. Oh, let's try again. Oh, it's facing that way. Of course it is. Oh. Right. Forward we go. Oh my god, did it again. Bam. That's awesome. Right, and I reckon for the way you get down on the other side, it should be like a gradual thing. Like you come down one level at a time, and then there can be like a whole cascading platforms going downwards thing in this area, and then you like eventually make your way down to this point where you have to try and get across the circle bit. That's cool. I think that's really cool. I'm also just looking at this and thinking we could have had it so it connected there with a little slope as well, like that, which, although it's off, doesn't look so bad, but you can make it look a bit more purposely off by doing that, which I think suits the with the position of the wall a little bit better. So we'll go for that there. That looks great. Oh, there we. Oh, he's got a plant on the back of his one. Amazing, customized little cart there. These are great, man. Carts. This is the way to go. Little vehicles and stuff in Scrap Mechanic and making little courses. Right. So for those of you that haven't got a clue what I was on about, also let's continue with the decoration of this stuff. We're gonna have. Oh yeah, we've got to have a wall up there. So I'll leave that a little bit higher to remind me. This needs to come down somewhere here. Aha, out by a couple. No problem. And then that can go. Bam, right, that's connected a bit. So what we're going to do over here is have it come down in like sections of something. Maybe not the world's biggest gap. Okay, I'm going to put that there temporarily. Wow, it's... Oh, there you go. Bit... Why you no place... There we go. That was weird. So here we have a platform that's... How many blocks across is this? Is that 5? So we have a 5x5 square platform now. We could even put obstacles in the middle of it. Okay, now that platform then goes down another couple of blocks just over here. So it would be... How many blocks did we go down by? Was it two block gap I think we left? Yep, 2 block gap. So down here, right, it was out by 1. That's out by 1. So it's that height there, which means we want to have a couple of blocks behind it. Oh, there we go. So now this is going to extend out and be a 5x5 grid. Is what I'm doing even making sense? It all makes sense soon. What is Asuma making, says Luna523. Got a noise in my ear as well. We're making like a giant race course, basically. Okay, so after it comes down here, it's then going to go down there, then over there, then there, then there, and then it will come around the corner back over here. Does that even make sense? But this is going to be like, although it's massive, it's just going to be a bit that you like make your way through quickly. So the size of it isn't too much to be worried about. Right, so we got a noise from here. It's a donation from my good friend Nobby saying, all I want you to say is, there was a fisherman named Fisher who fished... Let's start that again. I was so adamant I wasn't going to fall for that. There was a fisherman named Fisher who fished for some fish in a fissure. Till a fish with a grin pulled the fisherman in. Now they're fishing the fissure for Fisher. That's brilliant. I like that one. Thank you for the donation, Nobby. Do appreciate it. I hope you have a great time with today's stream. We're going to be streaming for a little bit longer here, not too much more. And trying to finish this little platform off. Also, Red, if you're listening, I'll give you a call after we're done with the stream here today. See what you think about all of this. Right, so then the next platform comes across by 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it's going to have its little drop down bit. So 1, 2, bam, at that height right there, except on that bit. So we need that there, and then I need enough room to just fit it in. There we go. So then this bit goes down by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, nope, 4, and let's reverse that a little bit. Now just, yeah, no, actually no, this is correct. This is going to be all good. Right, then it's going to come out to here, which is when this one drops down. So let's get that in place. So it comes down to there, except it's going to be placed in that little slot. Maybe a bit further back. It's so finicky about placing it there. I don't know what's causing it to not want to. Maybe if I stand over here and I'm definitely out of the way. There you go. I must have been in the way. It didn't feel like I was, but right. And then we've got another one over here that's going to be 5 wide. And then it will just drop down onto the correct platform there. So there'll be a wall up here. Make moving obstacles with bearings, please. Hubbard, there will be all sorts of things going into this track. So far we've done a jump. We've got like a wall to climb up. We've got a spinning thing. We've got a rotating platform. We've now got this mega platform complex. I've just noticed something. I've placed 6 in a row here. But I didn't on that side, so that's all good. Oh, have I just put that? No, I haven't put that in the wrong place because there's a whole big platform here to be built. This is massive, this bit here. So that's 3, 4, and 5. Darx97 says, would you play Terratech again? Love that game. If they update it to, like, the, I guess you could say, level of something or other that I'm looking for, then yes. Like, if the game goes in the right direction, I'll definitely play it again. Otherwise, probably not, because I've discussed it time and time again, and basically, I'd say that because it's early access, there's so much of that game that needs sorting out and fine-tuning. You can see that it's a brilliant game from the early access, but a lot of what will make it brilliant is in its potential and has yet to been added. So the game needs a lot more content, it needs better controls, it needs better building options, and some of that stuff's come along already, but I don't think it's enough really to get me interested in it again. And we've got a noise in my ear here. Got another donation from Nobby. Okay, he's giving me another tongue twister. Let's give it a try. Mo me. Oh my god. Let me do that again. Mo me, send me a toe. Me, mo my, get me a mole. Mo me, send me a toe. Fee me, mo my, get me a mole. Mr. Kister, feet so sweet. Mr. Kister, where will I eat? I don't know. I don't know what I just said, but there you go. Did I get it right, Nobby? Hopefully I did. Thank you again, buddy. These tongue twisters, eh? She sells seashells by the seashore. Something like that. Right. So this is going to be your driving experience in this area. Oh, it looks like it might be quite tricky. Yikes. Very tricky actually. Bam. You'll go down step by step and then onto the normal. Wow, actually, yeah, it looks like it might be a bit tricky to do if you don't get the right sort of speed going through, because this thing's stuck. It is completely stuck. Okay, and then here is where you would drop down like onto the normal track. So let's just put a bit of track there for the sake of giving us a rough idea of what's going on. Okay, and then we'd end up going around the corner onto this bit. Doesn't look so good from here. I think it needs a lot of like walls built around it, basically. And we need a wall up the top here as well. Let's make this one 4 high. No, 3 high again. Sticking with what works. Cool. And do the same on that side. Jimmy Magma loves Scrap Mechanic. Good to know. I like Scrap Mechanic too. What an amazing game. Do they have tyre options to change it to studded type? You've only got 2 tyres. You've got a big and light one, and then you've got a smaller, heavier one. And that's it, really. They're the 2 options. Okay, I think the wall should come out here. Go around there. Come on, off to the side. Doesn't want to go to the side. I don't know what's up with that. Right, there we go. X, important. I think the speed of your car is faster than the Red's one. Can you have a look? When we set up all the cars together, I'll go through them all, make sure that they're all the same speed. So don't worry about that now. But yeah, good thing to point out. Right, and then what we may or may not do is have a wall down the side of this ramp. So you're going to whiz up here, land on this area, and then you're going to come into this big bit. So I think what we'll do is we'll keep the wall height the same. Ah, now I wanted to make that one lower actually, just so it looks nice and neat. And then each time it goes down a level, it's still at this height. And we've got another noise in my ear here. Hey, we've got a new subscriber. It's DefenceMen13. Thank you so much for the subscription, buddy. I hope you had a good time with today's stream. Thank you for your support. And in chat, of course, check out the Discord app group that you can join. And I will give you a sword waggle, but there's no sword waggling in this one. But now you can use all the cool emoticons in chat as well, so enjoy. And thanks again. Right, now it's starting to look a little bit evil having the walls this high over here, so I might come back and change that. But check that out, that's looking good. And that'll just mean the challenge is a little more contained now. Oh, we could also have the wall run underneath, which would probably look better. Yes, that does look better. Something like that. Okay, what do we think of that? Canuck Texas 2 says, X, when does today's Hermitcraft episode come out? It'll come out at 4:30, which is basically around 6 hours from now. Oh, no. We do not want to place it down there. I can hear an engine somewhere. Did I leave one running? Ah, I placed it over there again. So finicky. Ah! Oh no, it's Red. He's coming around for another ride. Okay, now that wall's important, so you don't just like blitz down onto the track below. That being said, what if we put like a little ramp here, and if you wanted to try and pull it off, you could just ramp over the edge and land on the area down below? I quite like that actually. I'm going to leave 2 like that. Red's having a little bit of trouble, I think. Let's see how we fare. Right, so we're going to give this a final shot. Penny Jim says, have a sensor in the tunnel that flips a slab or something, blocking the racer and triggering it. Maybe we could have a sensor that sets off the spinning thing so it spins when players get near. Right, we just add some weird frames. Up we go. Bam, we're in this area. Now if we want to take the shortcut, we've got to get a nice old turn. I think I missed my opportunity for that. Right, we're going to try and take the short... Oh, wow. Wow, wasn't expecting that. Stuck in a wall. Well, that was slowed down significantly, so you try and do that, and you get flipped. Amazing. But also, there's not going to be that much room. That might just take you outside of the track completely. I think what we should do is have a little landing area over here, and then it just loops back round into the main track. So it's like a little shortcut if you want to try it. Awesome stuff. Xboxer says, have a tunnel that flips. How does a tunnel flip? I'd love to know how a tunnel flips. That sounds amazing. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for today's stream. I was trying to go into F5 mode there, but there isn't one. Thank you everyone for coming by and checking it out. I do hope you have enjoyed it. This will be uploaded to the second channel. And of course, if you haven't hit the follow button, be sure to do so. Get notified of when I go live. And thank you to everyone who subscribed and donated this stream. Really do appreciate the support. I will hope you had a great time. And Defenseman says, how do I get the Discord app? If you do exclamation... Oh, there you go. Nightbot just posted it. If you follow my Twitter, it will explain how to use Discord to join the group chat. Anyway, that is going to be it from me. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you have a good time. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.